Today we're going to learn how to make a character using a clothes peg and any materials you like. But I've got some felt, a pipe cleaner, a cotton bud, and I'm going to use some paint and PVA glue. Okay, let's get started. For my character, I'm going to make Jack Skellington when he's dressed as Santa. So for the first step, I need to make sure that I paint his face white, and that will give it time to dry while I do the rest of the artwork. So I'm just going to put some paint on the end of my brush and just paint where his face will be. I'm not going to paint the whole top of the peg, just a circle for the shape of his face. But depending who your character is, paint your face whatever colour their skin is. But for Jack Skellington, it's white. Okay, the next step will be to take some felt, and I've already measured my felt. You can use any other recycled fabric if you want, or paper, and I've just checked that it fits around the body. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some PVA glue. I've just poured mine out on a sheet of paper so that I can just throw the paper away when I've finished, and it's less cleaning up. And then I'm going to use an old brush and spread the glue quite thickly to make sure it sticks. And then I'm going to wrap the clothing around. It will want to come off until the glue's dry. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use a pipe cleaner for the arms, and I'm going to wrap the pipe cleaner around, and then I'm going to cross it over at the back, and then I'm going to twist them around each other, and they will make the arms. So there we have the face and the body and the arms. Next, I'm going to paint the legs. So because this is Jack Skellington wearing his Christmas outfit, he's going to need some red trousers. So again, I'll just use the tip of the brush and coat the brush, rolling it round, and then paint the legs red. Next, I'm going to create some white hair and a beard using cotton wool. So I'll just tear some off. Ready, and then I'll use the glue, and I'll spread it on the back of the head where his hair will go, and then I'll also put a blob at the bottom where he's going to have a beard. And I've not done the top because he's going to have a hat at the top. If you're finding, as I am, that my hands are getting very messy with this, what you can do is you can create a little stand for yourself. All this is 3 pieces of card, and I've cut a slot part way on each piece and then slotted them together, and that way I can stand my character on the piece of card, which frees up my hands. Now I'm ready to add a hat, so I've cut a curved triangle, and then I'm going to wrap that around on his head. So again, I take the PVA glue and I'm going to coat that on the felt. I'm being quite generous with the glue, but I'm avoiding putting too much on the edges so that it doesn't squeeze out. And then that will go on his head for his hat. If you find that the hat doesn't want to stay in place, what you can do is you can use a stapler just along the straight edge and maybe put 2 staples in there to hold it closed, and then you should be able to slot the hat on and the glue will hold it in place when it's dry. Okay, so I think all that's left for our Jack Skellington is his face, so hopefully the white paint is dry now, and you could either use a marker pen or a very fine brush. I think I'll try using a fine brush and some black paint. Again, we want to only get the paint on the very tip of the brush and then paint the eyes. So Jack Skellington has quite large round eyes. And then a big smiley mouth. And then I'll just do some brush strokes going down as well so that we can see it's Jack Skellington. Okay, and I think we're done. So you can just leave it on there to dry, and then when it's finished you could hang it on a tree, or you could create your own creative base to stand it in.